Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, welcome back to another Disney Villainous Village. Welcome back to another Disney Villainous Village. I can't even talk. This is another Disney Villainous video on Tabletop Simulator, and I'm gonna try to attempt to take Oogie from The Nightmare Before Christmas. His objective is to defeat Skellington. And I don't know much about this one because I never, played him. I think this is like limited edition, so his objective is to defeat Jack Skellington. Oogie Boogie wants to become a ruler of town. With Jack Skellington trying to go over Christmas, the path is clear for Oogie Boogie to dominate. But soon Jack will know that he truly is the Pumpkin King and will be back to take over Oogie Boogie. No, to take over, excuse me. Oogie Boogie must prepare for the fight. Especially is Sandy Claus, Oogie Boogie, and it has to remain face up in Oogie Boogie's lair, which it already was. How to win is like Oogie Boogie knows the only way to become the ruler of Halloween Town is to defeat Jack Skellington, but Jack is the imposter Sandy Claus. So Oogie Boogie must play the imposter Sandy Claus card, which is what I have in my hand right now. In my card from the villain deck, the more imposter Sandy Claus cards that are successful played, the closer Jack is to remember who he is and coming back to face Oogie Boogie. When Oogie Boogie has successfully removed 4 imposter Sandy Claus cards from his deck and placed them in a pile next to Sandy Claus, remove Sandy Claus from the game, find Skellington, and place him in Oogie Boogie's lair. Place the 4 Sandy Claus card to Oogie Boogie's discard villain pile. And he also has a special item, which is his dices, which of course is this one right here. Now this dice right here is for in case if I have to like fate myself, because I'm playing this solo, playing this by myself. He may not win every roll, but he rarely loses. Even bad rolls result that can work in Oogie Boogie's plan to defeating Jack. Is like a QR code for something. We'll worry about that later, but right now we only have 20 turns and we need to get started ASAP. So the first thing that I need to do is where it gets a bit tricky. I am going to go to the tree house to get out. No, as a matter of fact, let me change that. I am going to go to the graveyard. And what I'm going to do here is I am going to discard this condition card. As much as I played, but you know how it is. Let's see. I had to play this card, but I don't know if it's that time yet. Let's see. I think I have to be in Oogie Boogie's lair to do that. So I don't want to play it just yet. I don't want to vanquish because there's no enemies to vanquish. And Sandy Claus doesn't have any like numbers of health. So the next thing that I need to do is to fate myself. So between 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, between these numbers, between the lower numbers like 1, 2, 3, I will be automatically been fated. Anything that is higher than that, I won't get fated. So let's see. Of course, I ended up fating myself with the lowest. Very good. So let's see what is going to mess me over at this time. And I already shuffled the cards. We have setting things right. Oogie Boogie must reveal his hand. Choose one card to remove, which could be bad because if I have another player play it, I would have choose this one. It will ruin my chances to complete the task. The second one is a Jack Skellington. Ooh, this is what I really need in my advantage. But if I play against another player, then they would have choose this one. But because I'm playing this by myself, I'm going to use Jack Skellington. When Jack is played from the Fate deck, Jack Skellington is an effect that discards an imposter Sandy Claus. Otherwise, Jack Skellington is a hero with no additional ability. So I'm probably going to play with him, not play with him, but like have to play hard. But I need to figure out what happens with Jack Skellington. If Jack Skellington is played, do I put him in Oogie Boogie or do I, let's see. Let's see here. Sometimes you have to find Jack Skellington, but because that I owned him without the imposter cards, I think, I'm going to say that I might have to place him in the layer with Sandy Claus. It didn't specifically, though. He is an effect card, according to what it says, but at the same time, he is also a hero, and he has 8 health. So we gotta get him as lower as possible. So I've been faded, but it's going to be all worth it. I got another one of these, so that's just great. So I better pay attention to these books. When Oogie Boogie has successfully removed 4 imposter Sandy Claus cards from the deck and put them in the pile right next to Sandy Claus and all that. Imposter Sandy Claus cards, the successful play closer of Jack is to remembering who he is so he can face Oogie Boogie. So I think what I need to do is but that would be too risky. But that's the end of this turn right now. We only have 19 turns to go. What I need to gain some power. Because I believe that the more power that I need, the more chain this Sandy Claus card. I'm trying to figure things out. Should I go for playing this card? Because I wonder if I have to be in the layer in order to play this. Because I do need more power. I do need power. Well, you know what? I think my decision is to discard the card for now. I'm not going to be able to play it. If I landed... I forgot I'm supposed to, I'm not supposed to roll the dice whenever I land into a location that has the fate symbol. If I landed someone there, these locations that doesn't have a fate symbol, I have to fate myself. So, that was my mistake. But I got distracted. So, now I gotta automatically fate myself, and it's a 6, which means I don't get fated. At least that's a good thing. So, let's see what's in my hand. Another imposter card. We need to get rid of those. Alright, so that's the end of this round. So, round 18, or just the 18th turn is next. I'm going to go here to get 2 power. And I'm going to go ahead and play this card. Because my objective here is that when the imposter Sandy Claus is, I have to roll the dice, which is Oogie Boogie special dice, on a result of 7 plus. Place this card right next to Sandy Claus. If Jack Skellington is in play, his strength, which I call it health, my bad, his strength will reduce by 1 instead, which means it decreases, I believe. So we gotta hope for 7 plus, or at least 7, which may not be possible, but let's just see. Ooh, that's an 8. Let's see. 5, 8. Yes, that's definitely an 8, which means that I have successfully did this. This put it right next to Sandy's. And Jack Skellington's health is now reduced by 7. If my mathematics is correct. I'm not going to vanquish him because I don't have an ally, which is something that I need. So I'm going to go ahead and roll the dice to see what's next. A 10. Good. That means I don't get fit. I forgot a 5 is going to be... This is where it gets a bit confusing. So let's see what's in this hand. Or in this. Oh, a condition card. Condition card. These cards right here is whenever you play them during another person's turn. So we have Trick or Treat. During the turn, if another player gains power, you may play Trick or Treat. Roll dice on the result of 8 plus. Oogie Boogie gains the same amount of power. But on a result of 7, or take 1 power from another player. Which I probably don't need that. Probably do not need that. But that's the end of this round. So I'm going to go back and gain some more power because I'm going to need more. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to discard because I definitely do not need it. And I don't want to play any of these right now. I might play this one, but I'm not sure yet. So let's go back to fating myself, and it's a 2, unfortunately. So let's see what could possibly mess me over at this time. Alright, so this next card is Citizens of Halloween Town. Oogie Boogie must defeat the citizens of Halloween Town before you defeat the other hero in their location, which of course is Jack Skellington. And the next one, it's the same thing. So, no matter what, I have no choice but to go with this. And I'm going to place them. And since they're the citizens of Halloween Town, I'm going to place them there. Okay, next up I gotta draw a card. I'm hoping for an ally. Ooh. Now this is a new card that I have seen before, but the problem is that I haven't played it because I don't have the loaded dice. You can play loaded dice immediately after you have rolled the dice. No play a card action needed. Reroll 1 die and discard this card. And I don't have to spend power over it, so that's good. I'm not going to defeat Jack Skellington yet, but I am going to go back over here and then spin another one on this, which is very risky. It's very risky. Now remember, 7 plus is to get is to place it right next to Sandy Claus, and 6 or less will be like discarding this card. Ah, crud. That's definitely less. So this is going to be discarded. However, I might have to play this to re-roll the dice once more. Okay, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, see? I knew this card would go handy, so I'm assuming that Oogie Boogie is a cheater, but this goes right next to Santa Claus. And Jack's health is reduced by 6. And this gets discarded. We're not going to vanquish anyone yet because I still need an ally. I really do. But this means that I am going to roll the fate dice. And it's a 6, thank goodness. Alright. Alright, so I think I have to draw a card. That is, of course, if, you know. Oh boy. Every time when I try to play Tabletop Simulator, it always freezes at the time. All I'm trying to do is to drag this card and see what I get. Oh, another Sandy Claus. Yes. If I can get 4, I'll be set. But unfortunately, that's... Oh, another one. Just in case if I fail. Excellent. So, now, I do need to vanquish these, but the problem is that I don't have an ally. I need an ally card just to do this. But that is it for this turn right now. So what I'm going to do here is I am going to, I'm going over here, and I'm going to spend 1 power just to play this card again. No, that's not what I want to do. Should I discard? I really want to, like, take this, but just to Next step that I need to do is to roll this dice to see what I get. A 4. That's not good. That means I faked myself. I think this is a 10-sided die. I don't know which die do I use for, you know. So the first fate is this one. The other one is 0. Jack Skellington gains 2 strength while 0 is played. Which means, you know. But I think I'm just going to have to, because I'm playing solo, I'm going to go with this one in the Halloween Town. The citizens of Halloween Town. Then I'm going to draw a card. I really need an ally for this. I really do. There it is. Ah, yes. This is exactly what I needed. So, let's see what it says here. This one is Shock. Shock gains 1 strength when Lock is in play, which I don't have. Shock gains 1 strength when Barrel is in play. When Oogie Boogie moves to Shock's location, I get to draw a card. And I think it's from the deck. I don't know. The villains deck, I believe. But that's it for this turn. Now, what I need to do is to go back here to Oogie Boogie's place to gain 2 power. And then I'm going to play this card right here with 2 power, of course. And then what I'm going, she has 2 strength, so I'm going to have to defeat one of them. I'm going to use the vanquish action just to defeat them. And that will be it. That will be it. So next up, rolling the dice to determine my fate, and it's an 8. It rhymes. So the good news is that I forgot to play this card. You know what? I'll worry about that my next turn. So I'm gonna do this. Oh, we got Barrel. Barrel's here. Let's see what he does. Barrel is has the same abilities of Shock, gains 1 strength when this person is available. And when Oogie Boogie rolls the dice at Barrel's location, increase the results by 1. I don't know if I want to do that with Shock right now. Not Shock, with Barrel. But that is it for this turn right now. So next up, I need to have Oogie Boogie to go... I'm going to have Oogie Boogie to go here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have Shush the citizens of Halloween Town. Next thing I need to do here is either discard a card or play a card. But I think for the sake of it, I'm going to play this card again. And I do have the loaded cheat. So let's go ahead and this effect and hope that I can get a 7 plus, which is like more than 7. Five, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that's enough. So it's a 3 here, right next to Sandy Claus. And I think what I need to do is to fate myself. So I might have to card. I have to draw probably either 1 or 2 cards to fate myself. Uh-oh, we have Sally. And we also have Dr. Finkelstein. When Sally is played, move Oogie Boogie to her location. While Sally is played, Oogie Boogie can only move to the adjacent location. And when Dr. Finkelstein is defeated, place him on the top of the Fate deck and shuffle it. It has 3 strength, so I think the most difficult one is this one. And I'm going to go with Finkelstein at the treehouse. That would be the best method. That would be the best method right now. And there's something that I need to do first. Alright, so now I think what I need to do here is that I need to, draw this card here. And I think that's about it. Okay, so let's see what this card is. It's an effect card making Christmas time. So I have to roll dice on results of 8 plus, perform an event non-fate action in Oogie Boogie's realm, and the result of let's draw a card. Let's see here. Right now, what is I need to go back to Halloween Town to gain 3 of that power, but I'm going to spend 2 over over this little fella here. Then I'm discarding this card here. And that is it. Oh, thank goodness it's an 8. So let's draw another card. I got an effect. And I got a condition. So let's see what it says this time. Speaking of which, this time we bagged him. Choose and play this effect card from Oogie Boogie's discard pile for free. If you need to roll the dice, you choose the result. And then we have Trick or Treat, which I'm not be able to use. But I am getting closer of losing some rounds. And oh yeah, I almost forgot. Whenever I'm in Shock's location, I have to draw, which I'm assuming it's at another Sandy Claus. Or should I say another imposter one? Interesting. I'm definitely going to have to play that sooner rather than later. And Dr. 3 strength, so my problem is that it's not going to be enough to, defeat. And I cannot move my allies because the symbol of it is covered up. What I do here is go back here to gain 2 of that power, but spin 1 this card, which hopefully this means, oh no, it's a 5, which means I'm going to have to use this one. It's a very risky move, but it needs to be done. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that is a full success here. This is to right next to Sandy Claus and goes right back to the discard pile. Okay, so now I got all 4 of the imposter Sandy Claus. Let's see what happens next. When Oogie Boogie successfully removed 4 Sandy Claus cards from his deck and placed them in the pile right next to Santa Claus, or Sandy Claus, I get to remove him from the game. Alright, so with the strength reduced by 1, let's see, that's going to be like, he's going to be down for 4, I believe. Alright, so we're going to removing Sandy Claus from the game. And Jack Sparrow, can't believe I said that. Jack Skellington is now here. I think it's supposed 4 that his strength has been reduced. I place him in the lair. Place 4 imposter Sandy Claus into Oogie Boogie's discard pile, which I did. And let's see here. The next thing that I need to do is I need to face Jack Skellington. But before I do that, I need to go ahead and do this one. Oh dear, it's a fate. Not good. Not good at all. So let's see what I get from here. Uh-oh. So we have the Mayor of Halloween Town. When the Mayor is in Halloween Town, when the Mayor of Halloween Town is defeated a fate card until you find a hero, play that card. And this effect is like place Hello Oogie, Oogie's mover next time. After Oogie Boogie rolls a dice, discard Hello Oogie and reduce the results by 2. This one is a tricky one. I do not know what that is. I have to place it, Oogie Boogie's, mover piece. Next time, Oogie Boogie rolls a dice, discard. Uh-oh. Oh, it's going to be a decrease situation. But we cannot worry about that. No siree. But I am concerned the fact that the is going to have some problems. If I defeat him, then I have to have another hero. Which is going to be very frustrating. Very frustrating indeed. I need another ally. And of course I get this card. So, only 10 rounds left. And this one, read this. It says, have. Perform a vanquish action. Then roll the dice. If I get +8, do not discard allies. Use feed the hero. If it's a 7, allies into my hand. Okay, what do I need to do now? This one is a tricky one. But I might have to go here. And I might need to play this effect card for only 2 power. And then I need to vanquish action shock to defeat the mayor with 2 strength. Then I'm going to have to roll the dice to determine. It has to be an 8+. Otherwise, shock goes right into my hand. That's 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's a, let's see. Yes, that's a positive result. We completed this, which means that the ally, oh, A+, do not discard the allies used to defeat the hero. I forgot to do that before vanquishing it, but that's alright. At least it's gone for now. And then I'm going to have to discard. And then I'm going to have to automatically fate myself due to this location. Let's see what I get from here. I get another citizens of Halloween Town. Okay, sorry about that. My Bandicam recorder just stopped. What I got is another Citizens of Halloween Town distraction. Move a hero to an adjacent location. You may discard a hero or item from that location from that hero's new location. That's a complicated one, but I think I'm going to have to go with this one once again. Already this is not looking good so far. I'm going to have to draw a card. Oh, we got another ally, which only has 0 power. It's just a spider. Yuck. I'm probably going to have to use that for Barrel. Another card, which is another imposter, Sandy Claus, and the last one is another effect. Now let's see what this does. When a spider is used to defeat a hero, gain 1 power and draw one card, which will come in handy. But that's it for this round, unfortunately. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to go back here, gain 2 power to use this one here. Then the next thing that I'm going to do here is I'm going to have to vanquish him. And I have to place him on the top of the deck and then shuffle it. But it also means that these are gone as well. However, the only positive side is that I get to draw 1 card in the villain deck. And I got a condition, which of course, what is it? What did Santa Claus bring you? During their turn, if another player takes a play card action, you may play this one, which means you may discard a number of cards in your hand to draw two of them, which I might have to use in the next round. I think that is it for now. Let's see what I roll. A 5. I'm trying to figure out if this is a... Sometimes between 1 and 5, I get faded. But other times, if I roll a 6 and a 10, I do get faded. So I'm assuming this is a fate situation. So let's go with that. Oh, look at here. He appears out of nowhere once again. He appears once again trying to stop me from defeating Jack Sparrow, which makes things very difficult. And I don't draw any cards, so that is it for this turn. So now I need a game plan. I think what I need to do is I need to go here to gain 2 power. And I'm not going to move my allies right now. But, let's see. What I am going to do is play this card. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to discard 2 of the cards, which is this one and this one. And I need to draw probably about... Oh, I have an ally. Yes, that's exactly what I needed. And a loaded cheat one, which I definitely going to need. But I automatically myself and, which means that this happens here. We're going to shuffle them right away and gain another card. So the last card is going to be distraction again, and then this one right here is another distraction. So I have no choice but to use the... What it does is that it moves it here to an adjacent location. You may discard a hero or item from that hero's new location. So I'm going to say that I may not be able to fully understand it, but I am going to move my hero. I'm going to move him to here. And that's why I have to discard him. I don't know if it makes any sense. But it's going on what I feel of what it is right now. So the total 4 strength right here. Right now, I don't have to roll the fate dice. I get to draw, and I end up getting another ally, which is exactly what I needed. Okay, so now I gotta go back here to gain 2 more power. I'm also going to spin 2, I believe. Come on, spin 2. Spin 2, just so that I can place bats here. When the bats are used, vanquish, place the discard, Place the bats in the discard pile. Search the discard pile for an ally. And place that ally in Oogie Boogie's hand. So I'm going to use them for, you know, the strength is total is 4. Which means I'm going to have to vanquish these citizens of Halloween Town. And the question is, and because of the fact that even though it doesn't go to the discard pile because the citizens of Halloween has 2 strength, no, it has 1 strength and this one has 2. But I'm going to have to go ahead and do this like that. And it didn't say shuffle them. But I do need to find an ally so that it could be placed in the hands of Oogie Boogie, which may take a while. Okay, the good news is that I found Beryl. I have found Beryl, and now I have to fate myself. Oh, crap. It's a 4, which means I do get fated. I don't want to get fated too many times. Let's see what I get. Another citizens of Halloween Town and the mayor himself. I'm going to stick with the, I'm going to stick with this, you know, because it is quite obvious. I don't get to draw any cards, so that is it for this turn. And I need to wrap things up around. I'm thinking that I'm going to go here because I'm going to use 2 power just so I can play Barrel. I got Barrel out of the discard pile, do the action of the bats. Whenever I go to this location, whenever I go to when Boogie rolls a dice at Barrel's location, increase the result by 1 and all. I might have to discard this card right now. It goes right here. Then I automatically fate myself, which is nothing, in my opinion, because I really... Oh yeah, I almost forgot. I'm supposed to vanquish this one. There we go. And then I fate myself. And I'm going to go with this one. Setting things right. Oogie Boogie must reveal his hand. Choose 1 card. In my opinion, it's got to be this one. But I don't want to do that because I need that card. But I do need this one as well. So this goes bye-bye. But that's only if the other player chooses it. You know? I landed on a location so I don't have to roll the dice for now. But for right now, I get this. Oh, I got luck. Alright. So, let's see what I need to do here. I need to start doing some serious vanquishing for Wellington himself. So that's it for this turn, I believe. So right now what I need to do is to go here to gain 3 power as soon as possible. And I'm going to, let's see what Lock does. Lock is similar to all of them. but Locke gains 1 strength when Shock is played and when Barrel is played. Allies cost 1 less power to play, which is a good thing. I'm going to spend 2 power and place him right here. Place him right here. So that's 2. I'm going to play another card right here, which is another 2. And what this does? Discard the top 3 fate cards. I'm not going to discard it. I just want to look and see what it is. Now I have to figure out what lies ahead. Oh, a 9. That's good, because I don't get fated with a higher number. Another bat. That's good. And I got another bat as well. That's for this round. And now it's crunch time. So here's what I'm planning to do. I'm planning to gain like 2 of the power, but I lose it back because I'm going to spend it over this. And then I vanquish Jack Sparrow, which, of course, it's overkill because of the Sandy Claus, with the imposter Sandy Claus, that allows his strength to be decreasing. But nevertheless, he goes bye-bye, and that is the end of Oogie Boogie. I don't know if that's how this works, but I can assume that that's how this plays when you play as Oogie Boogie. For the time being right now, for what I heard, it's not complicated, but it is kind of confusing in my opinion. But I do enjoy it, and that is it for today's Disney Villainous video for Tabletop Simulator. So as always, stay safe, stay healthy, be kind to others, and have a blissful, wonderful day.